Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to another episode of Smile to Jannah. And indeed, this story is definitely worth smiling about. First, it was Israel's very own newspaper, Haaretz, and now it is UK's own newspaper, The Guardian, both saying one thing, and that is Israel is losing the war.
LOL.
When it comes to military, when it comes to technology, when it comes to taking Americans' taxpayers' dollars, Israel is definitely on the upper end of the spectrum. In fact, when it comes to even other countries needing military equipment and expertise, they refer to Israel. But it seems that Israel has bitten off more than it can chew, because if you push somebody into the corner and you are pressing them and you carry on battering them using something called, and search this up, it's called the Dahiyya doctrine, which is when they batter Palestine, they don't just do it proportionately, they deliberately do it disproportionately, so they are not in a fit state to respond back. In other words, it's a clear war crime. This is not allowed. You're not allowed to do this. But these are the only guys who not only do it, but they have the military prowess to try and spin it. But in every facet that we're seeing, Israel is getting smashed. Now, according to this article, the author gives a few points that you guys have probably heard of. In case you haven't, again, it's in this Guardian article, and we're going to just bullet point these, and you guys can check these in detail in your own time. So number one, it's of course the people that have died, and of course the disabled and the injured are numbering in their thousands. Yeah, as you can see, this is an Israeli newspaper, and they are saying the hospitals are struggling and overflowing with injured, disabled people, and it's clearly being underreported by the Israeli officials because frankly it looks bad. Yeah, it looks terrible because they are also fighting a war within. Netanyahu is struggling a great deal, that even his own guys, again what I'm saying is from this article, his own guys are saying that what he's doing is creating more resistance from within. Bullet point number two, it's of course, you probably heard Shifa Hospital, which they try to put forward Shifa Hospital as the headquarters for H, but it was not only proven by even independent British and American researchers were looking into it. Channel 4 looked into it. They were like, doesn't seem like that to us. Washington Post recently did their own investigation, said, nope, didn't look like that to us. This notion that there were tunnels connecting H to the hospital, there's no evidence for this whatsoever. And the fact that they've got, Pegasus. Pegasus? That's a technology that they've got that they can look into anyone's phone without them knowing. And, it's fantastic software, ingenious. But despite having all of this technology, they couldn't locate their own hostages.
You suck!
And when they finally did, two of them came shirtless, like, look, we're unarmed, with a white flag, and they shot their own. And on top of that, there was a dog a couple of days before, a searcher dog with audio equipment that they sent that picked up the hostages as well. So that's why the people in Israel are getting cheesed off.
Hundreds, almost 1,000 of Jewish and Arab Palestinian citizens in Israel came to rally today in Tel Aviv against this war in a call for ceasefire.
And protests are taking place in Israel as we speak. But again, you're not going to see this regularly. You're only going to hear about hate or Israel has the right to defend itself and all that nonsense that frankly people are getting bored of. And not to mention the triple ambush. Oh yes indeed. Golami Brigade, I think it was. They were there. They got jumped. Then reinforcements. The reinforcements got jumped. And then they sent reinforcements again. They got jumped as well.
Now that's a lot of damage.
A triple ambush in which they lost at least 10, a colonel and 3 majors. Mate, that is a major loss. And you've got UK and US who are the blind allies of Israel. Even these guys are struggling to defend the Dahiyya doctrine. Yeah, because it's just getting too much. Israel is going on a blind rampage and they are sealing their fate that even Wallace, yeah, what's his name, Ben Wallace of the UK, a senior official, is saying that they have now extended, what they're going to have to deal with to 50 years. 50 years. I would even say beyond that as well. Because anyone who's seen that, I think I saw one report, 70% flattened. Yeah, but it's through that rubble that they are being smashed. Yeah, there's certain clips that we can't put up. But if you look on X, formerly known as Twitter, H are constantly putting up videos, going up to tanks, making it happen from underneath small holes. Guerrilla warfare is really doing it for them. And Israel is just used to dancing on TikTok videos and making these dumb dancing, haha, we're winning, look how cute we look. Mate, you're getting smashed. You guys are getting smashed. That's what it is. And the point that I really wanted to say and emphasize is this should increase our iman. The bigger mosques are saying that 8 out of 10 people accepting Islam. It is because of the resolve that they are seeing from the people in Palestine. And on top of that, the most integral lesson is that nothing happens without the permission and will of Allah. If Allah is with you, but the whole world is against you, you will succeed. But if Allah is against you, the whole world is with you, you cannot succeed. That's why I understand that anything and everything happens with the will of Allah. And you guys watching, you guys know, you've been at hospital, something's happened to your daughter. The doctors have said, you know what? Chances of survival are very minimal. Yet, there's countless stories where the child has survived. Parents have survived. Yeah, your friends have survived. You didn't think you would get that job, but you did. You didn't think you would pass that exam, but you did. So, look, yes, there are means, but we do not rely and depend upon those means. Yeah, do your best, Allah will do the rest. Allah is a significant part of our action. So guys, whatever problems and hardships we are going through, understand and realize that it is not us that are the doers, because we have become deluded. Because at the press of our fingertips, deliveries can come, from all sorts of, from televisions to technology to, getting our bills paid, just tapping on glass, frankly. That's all we're doing. We are tapping on glass and we feel so powerful, frankly. You know what I mean? We have power, big cars going around, just do whatever you want. Whenever you want, go to another country, whenever you want, watch anything, a movie, music or whatnot, read any book. Subhanallah. But understand and realize that if it's not within the will of Allah, those books will give you no benefit. Those movies will be a mere distraction from the actual issues you need to face. So that connection with Allah is and will always remain important, no matter how far technology goes and how much machine-like we become, because obviously they're trying to make us, that's the next part of the plan. Human-machine hybrids. So yeah, challenges will continuously increase, but Allah will always be there. Because so many of our mothers and fathers are making dua, tahajjud, after every fajr, kunut, people are, crying. And dhulm, Allah will never side with dhulm. And dhulm at this level, Dahiyya doctrine, sick people. Let's leave it there, guys. Till next time. Assalamu alaikum.